we're back. Come on, YouTube. Figure it out. All right, we got one person back. Man, what a great way to kill a buzz. Thanks, YouTube. RC Nixter is back. Right on. I don't know what it is. Sometimes that just happens. It seems to be happening more and more frequently, which is super duper annoying, but whatever. We're here. And we're back. Sorry about that, fellas. Don't know why that happens. RC Nixter gets the crown. What is that? I think the first 3 people get a crown. We are back. I have no idea why that. I had to go to the bathroom anyway, so I think YouTube can sense my bladder being stressed out. So they're like, you know what? We got to give this poor guy a break, otherwise he's going to keep going and piss himself. We don't discriminate from people against people from Long Island here, buddy. It's all good. New notification, and we're sort of back. How is it? Is it laggy? Is it all good or what? I don't get it. Like, I'm at the point now, before I do a live stream, I turn off. There's no device in my house that's using internet. I restart my router. You know what I mean? Like, I take a lot of steps to make sure things are going to work. And it seems like the last 2 live streams I've done, this has happened. Yeah, we're getting tons of rain, dude. It's been crazy the last couple days because I had a couple projects I had to work on that I had to put aside because the rain's just been nuts. And Halloween yesterday, it was raining so much we just didn't get nearly the amount of kids that we normally would have, and which is kind of a bummer because it's a fun time for kids, right? But the kids that did come, I'll tell you, I paid for a giant bowl of candy. I don't want it in the house. I'm just gonna end up eating it all. So kids are getting like 2 scoops. The kids were like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" We're back, everyone. We're back. Thanks for coming back. Thank y'all for coming back. You're the best. Just throwing the servo in this bad boy. I don't know how this. I think I need one of these guys here. Big old aluminum horn. And I'm so happy to see that Endura and so many of these companies are coming out with a pretty standard servo output shaft tooth count. 25 seems to be the new norm, which makes me very happy because before, remember, it was 23, 24, 25, depending on the brand you go with. I think Savox is 25, who I used to go with all the time, but you just pay a bit more for a Savox servo than you do like an Endura. So I've switched to Endura, and it's really, just seems to be more and more common. 25 tooth is like the new norm with output shaft sizes. Standardization is key. You guys that watch the show know that I hate proprietary anything. It drives me nuts. Shouldn't say hate, but don't hate, but I greatly dislike. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Greatly dislike. RC Nixter, where are you? What part of the country are you in? If you're experiencing what you're experiencing, you're what, like Florida-ish or cold and damp for Halloween? No. Spectrum and their 23 tooth. Yep. Oh, I didn't change the speed in which you guys can comment. I think the speed's slowed down now. Sorry. And you're back, James. Am I happy with those short and Jora servos? Santiago, I am way more than happy with them. I am thrilled with them. I love them. They've become my go-to. I used to buy the cheaper ones like that MG 9995 or 5995, whatever, kind of a standard, cheaper kind of metal geared servo. But these Enjoras they're not that expensive. They're about $20, $21 each Canadian. And they're just much quicker. And just being that's a low profile, there's never an issue. It's always going to fit, in whichever card is you're building. It's always just going to work. So I really am a big fan of them. $16 USD. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Oh, yeah, I see some hearts flying. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, hit those like buttons. You know the story. That's YouTuber currency. If you're not a member or if you haven't subscribed, hit those buttons. That is YouTube currency. The algorithm loves it. I'm trying to get to 40,000. I can't speak. My brain goes faster than my mouth. Trying to get to 40,000 subs by the end of the year. That's pretty aggressive. We got 2 months to go. And I can usually, on a good month, I can pull 650. So I'm bringing up in a lot of my videos. So if you guys are watching, you haven't subbed or whatever, take a second, hit that button. I really would appreciate it. It'd be awesome to be at 40K by the end of the year. My goal is, I'm doing this full time. I'll continue to do it full time as long as I can afford it. If it grows as well as I think it's going to grow, it should be not a problem. But definitely want to hit 100,000 subs at some point here, and that's on the menu is 100K. I really want that silver play button somewhere back there, somewhere. The OAG, Craig. What is up? Crazy numbers, Phil. Yes, we're going for it, man. We're going for it. That's it. No excuses, no mercy. Cobra Kai. No, that's the plan, dudes. 100K. I'm going for it. I will not stop until I hit 100,000 subs. Or I go flat broke and my wife kicks me out of the house. Whichever comes first. You heard it here. Craig, what's up, dude? What time is it there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11:30 p.m. 40,000 for you, 400 for us. Nice. Right on, dude. You said it, a goal is a goal. And when I started YouTube, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't care about subs. I don't know, I was just having fun. But turns out I really like it. And you can make a bit of money doing it. And this is what I want to do with my life. It's my wife calls it Phil version 3.0. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. She's cool with it. I love it. If this is me working, this is a good life. I want to do this for the rest of my life. What did I do here? I really messed this one up. Walk on guest. What's the best way? I don't have like a die or a tap, whichever one that like rethreads. I don't have that. So what's the best way? So I kind of screwed this one up a little bit. I don't know if I should keep playing around with this. Maybe I will. I'm going to. Just put an M3 or an M4 nut on there and see if we can get her straight. I think we can. Nice flange nut. That'll do it. It's aluminum. Aluminum versus steel. Who's going to win? Steel, right? Greetings from Sweden. Heisekel. Heisekel? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Heisekel? Oh, that's M3. I need M4. What am I doing? Something like that. I tried. Well, thanks for coming out, man. Greetings from Sweden. Yeah, James, you're all over it now, man. You're making videos all the time. It's great to see. It's fun, right? Like it's a fun thing to do. And when you get hooked up with a great community of people, and I have to say that the UK crowd, especially when it comes to Tamiya content, you guys just the UK people just like welcomed me and Poor Boys RC with open arms, and it was awesome, man. It was really, really great people, and not to say other countries didn't or anything like that, but Tamiya seems to have a very, very strong presence in the UK, much stronger than it is in North America. So you guys kind of gravitated toward my show. I gravitated toward your shows, and yeah, you guys have been awesome. I'm just butchering that thing. Look at that. I can't even see it on my own camera, but it's half blue and half silver now. I've made a mess of this little Dewey. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone. And I need a good tap and die set to fix that. I'll put the little plastic one back on for now. Oh, there we go. The Canada Union Jack love. Aren't we still a colony of you guys? I mean, we still got the Queen on our money. Prince Philip now, I think, but King Philip, I should say. It's a good name for a king. What do you think, fellas? Drift tires with tread pattern. Makes no sense to me, but what do I know? They're like covered in some kind of like glossy, I don't know, some kind of really slick coating. But this thing's pretty boss. Craig, you came in late, but check this thing out. What do you think of this? This is a TT01 knockoff, all carbon fiber and aluminum bits and bobs right from eBay. How's the back and neck? New car helping. New car is definitely helping. New car came into play because the back and neck are doing back and neck things. Yeah, I've got a 4-disc Fusion that they want to do, and I've been putting it off for about 5 years now. I think it's starting to catch up to me. I might need it. I can't really turn my head sideways. Like if I were to try and touch my ear to my shoulder, like it doesn't, that's all I got. So I was trying to drive my little Camry and stuff. I just couldn't get in and out of it. That's where the Caddy came in. So Caddy's been great. It's like sitting on a couch. It's so comfortable. I love it. What's this hype, this video thing all about? Sorry, what's this hype, this video thing all about? Does it help you? Can you elaborate on that? King Charles, dude. Yes, he's the man. Charlie now. Getting rid of Philip. Okay. The screwdriver furniture. Not going to drift it. When you buy this, I bought it off eBay. When I bought it, they said it comes in 2 versions. There is a drift version. Well, what I thought was a drift version and a road version. And really the 2 versions were just different sets of tires. And there was a set of drift tires. They looked like, you know, hard plastic, shiny drift tires. Then there were these. And I thought these were like rubber road tires. I didn't know what to expect. And I ended up with these. And I was kind of shocked when I opened the bag a couple hours ago to discover that they are also hard plastic drift tires. I've never owned drift tires. I assume they'd come off. I don't know. Maybe you have to heat them up or something. But anyway, yeah, they're kind of junk. In fact, I shouldn't even put those on. I should put on something else. No, I'm not going to put those on. Oh wait, I'm not going to change the tires yet. I've got a body coming for this, and it's hilarious because I'm doing a knockoff TT01 versus legit TT01 kind of showdown, and I've got the perfect body coming in for this. It's hopefully it'll be here very soon. The other Andy Hall is here. Happy Saturday, my man. Assuming I'm going to get CB axles. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to leave it alone. Actually, I think I've got an extra set, but I think I'm going to leave it. That's how it came. Where's this hype button? I've got PC, tablet, a hype button. I don't know. What's a hype button? Is there a hype button? What's a hype button? There's a heart. Hype is in the comments. You can do that. You can do that. Even some ha-ha-has or some oohs. You can hype videos on YouTube. Oh, cool. Ask if you'd like to hype this video. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, the script screw. Yeah, you're right. Shannon's a channel member. He's got some access to some cool emojis, I think. Have you tried those yet, Shannon? If you go into your member section, you can see what you type in. And I think I set up 3 of them. There's like bogus, excellent, and triumphant, I think. And they're all like Bill and Ted. Cool, like 8-bit emojis that I loaded up. Helps promote the video if it gets enough hype. Oh, interesting. You know what? That's the first I've heard of it. So hype it up, dudes. Get your hype on. Hypa. Anyone here listen to Electric Callboy? The band from Germany? Electric Callboy? Oh, Shannon, it's your favorite. IPA, West Coast Trail. Left a comment when we were down. No hype was requested. I like their collab with Baby Metal. Yeah. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. They've got a song called Hypa. I was just wondering because we're talking about hype. So they've got the song, their kind of breakthrough song about 3 years ago is called Hypa. If you ever get the chance, don't just listen to it on Spotify. You have to watch their videos. They put a lot of money into their videos, and they're friggin' hilarious. And Hypa is really great. Yeah, check it out, Craig. Hypa, Hypa, Hypa. And they do like a very, it's kind of got a real Poor Boys kind of feel to it. Poor Boys RC kind of theme, with like the 80s neon lights and stuff. And yeah, they're really silly. They're a really fun group, and they make fun of themselves. Like they're pretty awesome. By Scooter? Oh, no way! I didn't know that. I should have known that. I used to DJ back in those days. Special emojis on my phone. There are words you have to type in. I think it's typing like colon. Excellent colon. Try that. Best Canadian comedy at Kenny. Trailer Park Boys for sure, in my opinion. Trailer Park Boys for sure. Ricky and his piss jugs and his old LeBaron or whatever it is with one door. The blonde mullet wig. Yeah, it's so good, right? What motor is going to go in here? I'll probably just go with like a torque tuned. Something that the TT01 that I'm going to compare this with came with. I'd like the comparison to be as equal as possible in that sense. So I think we'll probably just throw a torque tuned in here. Torque tuned Hobby Wing 1060. I've already got the servo in. These tires are junk. I stripped this. I have to fix that. I have to change that to a CVD now or something. I might be able to rethread it. We'll see. Probably not. It's aluminum. It's cheese. There you go. You got it. Yeah, that's Bill and Ted. I don't know how that works. So as a channel member, those are like, I set those up. There's like 3 of them. That's excellent. Yeah, it's me a talk. Yeah, you got it too, Chris. So type in : bogus : That's my wife to like my videos. Okay, that's a Bill and Ted. That's an 8-bit Bill and Ted emoji I created for that. There you go. Bogus is a big explosion. And then what was the other one? Triumphant. I think it's triumphant. : triumphant : Is it a Starburst? Oh, it's supposed to be like a pink guitar. Maybe it's not triumphant. I have to go back and check. I think you guys can check too. If you're on your phone, it might be a pain. It's way easier on the PC, but yeah, I think, yeah, one of them's like a pink guitar. Maybe that was, no, I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was that. It's been a while now. I don't know. They're fun. The Bill and Ted one's my favorite. I feel like a millennial. What are you talking about? Oh, the guitar is Party On. Is it Party On? Try that, guys. : Party On : Tony knows more about it than I do. It's my own damn channel. That's everywhere. That's so good. There it is. Party On. The pink guitar. Chris got it. Thanks, Tony. Get those sweatpants ready. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I wonder if I have a spare torque tune. Let's see. I might have one kicking around, actually. Oh, snap. Lucky day. Would you look at that? We've got a torque tuned. Quit my job so I can play Fortnite. Oh, it's good to have goals. Let's drop this bad boy in there. What's with Tamiya still not using ball bearings, at least in their motors? Please help us out. What size pinion should I use? Those are, ooh, oh boy. Which ones are my Tamiyas? I used to keep my Tamiya pinion separate, but I think everything's kind of got mashed up now. Phil? What is that? The biohazard symbol? That's cool. Mom made me some Hot Pockets. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Funny crew. That's not the right pitch. That's 48 pitch. What am I doing? Where are my 48 pitch pinions at? How's that? Ooh, beautiful. Is the cupboard your spare parts bin? And if so, is it organized or is boxes random bits? Haha. Well, okay, so that's a closet, you know, just like a spare room closet. And truth be told, it was a bit of a gong show. It wasn't too bad, but it was getting bad. And so my wife, she's like, she just like gets these like ideas sometimes, you know. She's like, today I want to reorganize your hobby room closet, and I was like, you know what, babe, go for it. And she's like alpha mindset, I'm alpha mindset, so it's like we can't work together sometimes. Like she just like wants to do it her way, and I want to do it my way. So I'm like, go for it, babe. So she went out to Home Depot. She bought a bunch of like storage kind of shelving unit things. She went nuts in there. And if I could take the camera off and show you, I would. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm probably unplug something and break a whole bunch of stuff. But maybe like a Monday vlog or something, I'll show you. And she set up all these extra shelves. All my radios are there beautifully. Storage compartments. Like she did such an amazing job with it. Yeah, I'm a pretty lucky guy to have her. Yeah, very lucky actually. It's in pretty good shape in there now. It was getting pretty bad. I'm just you know how it goes, right? Like you got some project cars you're working on, and then you just kind of put them aside, and then they start collecting dust, and you know how it goes. I'm preaching to the choir here. News ORBs in the chassis. Look at this guy starting trouble already. I just did a car rebuild today. Had a takeaway tub per build step. Oy, oy, oy. Don't fit a lot of the brand's cards because the hump at the pin. Yeah. Yeah, that hump is kind of funny, eh? It does cause some issues. The Tamiya hump. Can I get this in without taking a whole bunch of other stuff out, I wonder? Ooh, let's find out. I'm going to have to take off that bumper probably, or take that whole motor mount out. I can see me breaking something, but let's see what happens. Let's try not to, but expect to. It's only fair. Definitely trying that. Boxes. I get bored. Yeah. The dancing rider. Well, we talked earlier at the start of the first live stream before it went all sideways about potentially using a non-Tamiya chassis in 2026. I just threw the idea out there. I like a little controversy sometimes. And it was a resounding no. So that's totally cool. And we started it with Tamiya's. We'll continue on with Tamiya's. I do get frustrated sometimes. I can't even get Tamiya to respond to an email of mine, let alone anything else. But whatever. It is what it is. Be nice to, it'd be nice to have their support, but they might not support it. I've gotten comments. I think the last one was my squash fan. I put like a 3S Castle Sidewinder or whatever it was. No, Castle Copperhead system in my squash fan, and ran it on 3S, and it was just like ballistic. And I had a bunch of these like people from, I want to say probably Japan. I just used Google Auto Translate, and they're just like, you're not supposed to do that. They're not built for that. And they weren't very happy with me doing that, which I thought was kind of interesting. So yeah, they might think like, what's this like stupid Canadian bald guy doing? Would you have allowed this chassis if you're doing a TTO1 speed run? No, because we did the TTO1, TTO2 the second year, and a bunch of guys asked if they could use these, and we said no, because it was just too much of an upgrade right out of the box. It just kind of, yeah. So we had to say no to that one. Mardavi Minis. I don't know what a Mardavi Mini is. I feel like I should know, but I don't know. Come on now. Come on now. Come on out. No? Okay. Well, I'm going to have to undo this whole thing then, aren't I? I talk to myself a lot when I work on these cars. Appreciate you guys not judging me too much. Time to get the big power out, boys. Cover your ears. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's my battery? There it is. Smart man took it out so it didn't drain. Mini Z speedruns. What do you guys think of the Mini Zs? I've never owned one. I've heard good things, but they're so expensive. They're so expensive for what they are. I think it's kind of crazy. Oh, you guys in your Loctite. Damn you. Just order that same Ryobi. Did you really? That's so funny. I love it, man. It works so good. I've had this thing for years, too. I've had it for a very long time. Okay, I need to, like, get the old clampy clamp on here. I'm trying to read the tea leaves for next year's chassis. Like I said, I'm not kidding. I wait till the very last minute to choose it. The very, very last minute. Because I get so many people that ask throughout the year, hey, man, what's it going to be? Come on, give me a heads up. And so it keeps it exciting, even for me, because oh, you bugger. Whole way down, it's wiggling. It keeps it more exciting that way. Because I literally don't know until the very last minute either. So to hear your guys' reactions, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun that way. It's crazy. And it just seems to work. For whatever reason, it works. So I'm sticking to it. This whole bloody thing is spinning. Come on now. I don't want to scratch up my nice blue here. It's like building shocks. I guess this is the bad part about like a partially assembled kit. Well, I guess pretty much fully assembled. 90%. You got to take half of it apart to put your stuff in it. GTO Dad got to play the Mini Z in Vegas at a local hobby shop. Pretty fun, faster than I thought. Right on. One of my viewers in Australia was sending me some video the other day. She bought one, but it was a Toyota Hiace, like a minivan. And it was like a cheaper version. It's still a Mini Z, but it was a cheaper one. And it didn't even have proportional steering. It was just like full lock either way, which I thought was kind of crazy. Yeah, hit that like button. There you go. Woo! Throw some hearts up. Let's get this party started. Let's get the hype going. How am I going to get this out? Is this like, you have to bend it? This is so dodgy. I'll have to get the whole gearbox out, I think, to do this. Yeah, I'm not going to do this on a live stream because I make so many mistakes and then I forget where things go. Now there's alcohol involved. Look out. This is a recipe for bad news. My first Mini Z series, $60 US. What? How is it that cheap? What are you guys working on today? Who's working on what? You guys can watch me fumbling around with this thing. Who is working on what? What? What did I build last time? Kyosho Progress. Ooh, yeah. Andy, give us some progress on your progress, dude. How's it coming along? That's the one you had in the Facebook group, right? You had all the parts out. You had that thing like fully dismantled. Were you giving it like an ultrasonic bath? Two steering servos. Because it's four-wheel steer, right? So DFO2, nice, 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 nice. Details on an Optic H10 painting practice. Oh, cool, nice. RC10T Truggy conversion. Now watching you until the neighbors come over for cocktails. Not the same neighbor that yells at you for driving your RC car when you're in a different state, right? Eric Haynes, hello. Hello from Michigan, Eric. Hello from Canada, Eric. Upgrading a friend's lunchy to oil filled. Nice. Get the broccoli going later. Beautiful. Bare metal foil. Cool. There you go. See you, James. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Take care. Still working on Blackfoot Extreme Aluminum. Know the good neighbors. Oh, that's stripped. That's awesome. We've got some stripped screws right from factory. We got one stripped screw. RC Crazy. What's going on, man? We're just hanging out. We have no agenda today. Mrs. Poor Boys RC is out of town. She went home for the weekend back to Alberta. So I've got the one province wife buffer, which means I get to drink beer and hang out with you guys and work on RC cars until YouTube freezes up and then we have to restart again. They say it's my internet connection, but I can't see how that's possible. Anyway. Yeah, we'll put that motor in at a later date. At least we found a pinion. I think it's a 22 tooth. 22 tooth. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow when I'm probably not going to screw it up. Because I have to take the whole gearbox apart and all that jazz. And when I get yakking on these live streams, boy, I'll tell you, the mistakes I make. The mistakes I make, they are abundant, boys and girls. So I'm going to leave this there for now and tidy up this mess a wee bit. With Ethernet or Wi-Fi. This right now, we are on Wi-Fi. But I make sure that, like, before I do a live stream, like, everything, like all of my internet using devices are all turned off. And I restart my router. Like, I go through a whole thing, a whole process, you know, to make sure I can hopefully create like a good experience here for everybody and not have it all laggy and crappy because it's happened before. And yeah, you know, you go through the steps, but things don't always work. That's how it is. That's okay. Tis what it is, they say. I guess I'll leave those there. BYOB at Phil's. Let's go. I love it. Wi-Fi may be faster, but you know your Ethernet will be much more stable. Yes, it would be. I'm upstairs right now. I don't want to, I don't know, running an Ethernet cable up here. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad, but Darren Rude ordered a Tamiya Bruiser. Nice. Guessing it's freezing cold in Alberta. Yeah, it's pretty cold there right now. The Bruiser is a thing of beauty, dude. They are so nice. As a network specialist, and my old company would live stream through YouTube. They would blame you every time. That's amazing. Oh yeah, I do have forced air. I can do that. Router repeater for upstairs. Yeah, all great options. Yeah, and I guess I'm still new enough to live streaming where I'm just kind of like still feeling it out and seeing like, is this going to work? And when I did my first couple, I used to use my phone. But the thing I didn't like about that is like when you live stream through your phone, it's like I couldn't always pick my aspect ratio. And so the last time I did it was like a super close aspect ratio and there's no way to change it. And that kind of stunk. So at least now I've got a little more control through the laptop. I know you guys can't see the top of my head, but at least, you know, it's kind of like you can see what I'm working on. And I'd like a bit of a different setup, maybe one day down the line, but all these things cost money and, you know, you do what you can when you can. VXL system in my Tamiya, good idea or bad? Which Tamiya? It all depends which one. So you can put big power in some Tamiyas, just not all of them. What do I do with you? I'm going to put this back in the bag for now. We are done with that guy. Love Tamiya. Your live streams are so cool. Oh, thanks, man. I love Tamiya as well. They're the best. We have fun here, I think. I hope. It's kind of like a no-goal live stream, just kind of here to be here and hang out, and I don't know what else to work on next. I don't really have anything else that needs to be worked on at the moment, but I don't know. Someone pick a car behind me. Pick a car. First one that comes up, I'll grab it and we'll talk about it. 3S and a Hotshot 2S. Ooh, that's fun. I've done 2S in a Hotshot. Avante. Oh, the first one. Andy, good call. Oh, boys. This thing is like you can just stare at it for hours. Just look at it. I mean, I can't even bring myself to drive the bloody thing. Look at it. Like it's so nice. Look at that front end. Like just the geometry of everything. Like it doesn't work the best. You know. But one thing you don't really even notice on camera, if you look at those front springs, they kind of taper. Let me see if I can get an angle here. The spring is wider at the top than it is at the bottom. The spring kind of tapers downward on the front and at the back. It's just one of the many little design features that you just might not notice about this buggy at first. If you look at the rear springs, geez, how do I get a good angle? This is tough to do. I think you can see it there. You can see how that spring kind of tapers down at the bottom. Just all these really cool, wacky elements that you just don't see in any other Tamiyas. Nothing I own stays that pretty. I know, right? Like, I want to drive. I've never driven it. I've had this car for years. I've never driven it, and I really want to. And look how much. Look at the suspension. Look at the side profile. I just looked at it in the camera and realized how wacky it looks. I thought maybe like my front shocks were stuck up, but they're not. So you kind of like You're kind of driving like this, I guess, because look at how much suspension travel there is in the rear, and then look at the front. It's like half as much. It's so silly. It's so wacky, but it's oh man, it's just a gorgeous looking car. RC, I agree, man. Best one looking ever, in my opinion. I can't think of a nicer looking buggy. I did this thing with a paint. I don't know if I like it anymore. I put it on super thin. You can really see on the wing how transparent it is. You can almost like see through that wing. You can really see that purple light in behind or in through the wing. I kind of wanted to go for a bit of a translucent look to it. I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool. What's that lower piston on the rear? Lower piston on the rear. Let me know what you're pointing at specifically. Are you talking about this this right here? Amazing engineering, terrible race car. Exactly. Avante and original astute. Best example is time to be engineering. Yeah. He's talking about the control arm that comes off the chassis to the arm. Oh, the side before. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you're talking about this, this right here. So that's like a trailing arm. That was a very popular design. I mean, this is still used in like 1-1 cars in the world today, but that was a really popular design, even in like racing buggies. Like I think a Losi JRX2 would have this sort of a suspension setup. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're talking about the right thing. Yeah. So this is just an adjustable, kind of like a trailing arm. It's got independent rear suspension, obviously. But that's, instead of having, I guess, a normal buggy by today's standard, you have double wishbone, right? Here, you don't really have a lower wishbone. You got kind of like a middle and an upper. Actually, that's not even a wishbone. You've got a lower wishbone, which is really just like an adjustment rod, and then this upper one would adjust your wheel angle, but it's also a sway bar link, and then this big long one is kind of like your lower wishbone. Big and sloppy to sound like it. That's so funny. It is. This one's actually not that sloppy for a Tamiya, but like it weighs a ton. And I mean, again, like just look at the side profile. Like the front tires are so much higher than the rear, like for it to must kind of drive like that, I don't know. It's just a wacky machine, but it's absolutely beautiful. Let's get the body off so you guys can take a good look underneath, because it just gets better. Once you get the body off, you're just like, yes, 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 yes. This is like vintage 80s Tamiya porn right now. Hide your wife, hide your children, because the porn is coming on right now. Super convenient to take off this like connecting bar thing to get the body off. Oh, there's one in the back too. I'm gonna break something. I know it. There we go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Look at that chassis. Oh my dear Lord. Cooter Wallace. I just had to. You madman. It's hard to not shelf it. You know what I mean? It's hard to not shelf it. This has obviously never been driven ever. I've had this for about 6 years, I think. Even that motor, and it's just like, I think that Avante, that special Avante motor there, I think it's just a GT tuned, which is like a 25 turn. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but yeah, it'll do the trick, and it looks nice. And I'm happy they gave it a special motor. That carbon fiber upper deck, like that is, it's so nice. And even like, look at the angle the motor sits on. Like the motor isn't perfectly horizontal. It's just everything about this car is just so different. Big aluminum motor mount on there. Yeah, I don't really even understand how it works as well as it does. But oh yeah, and the coolest thing about it, and again, sorry for the bad camera angles and stuff, but live stream, what are you gonna do? Right there. You see that? Adjustable wing mount. So you know, Tamiya, even like cars in the 80s, remember like cars in the 80s would say like turbocharged or like 3.1 liter V6. They always had these badges all over them telling you what they had under the hood, like more so than they do today. So this is so 80s and it's functional. I'll get this body pin out. I have to kind of do this over here, guys. Sorry, I just I can't do it on camera up close because it's just not gonna happen. But take the body pin out. There's that silver arm right there. You take that out, and so you can actually like adjust the amount of downforce that your wing has with these different holes. It's so great. Like, talk about just like a weird feature to have, a super cool feature to have. But you know, is downforce going to make that much of a difference in something that handles like a sack of potatoes? I don't know. Probably not. But back in the day, to have that function would just be like the ultimate in RC tech, you know? I like cranking it way up too. It just like looks so much more aggressive. Taking a grass over in a stoop. Yeah, the top force of the three, the top force is the one you want to race for sure. The Astute is, I think, would be more something you'd want to race versus this as well. But it's just so beautiful. I love it. Love this buggy. It's so pretty. Mateo does a good running video with his. I'm actually surprised that Mateo drove his the way he did because he's so particular with his cars, you know? So he's got a really good running video with his. If you guys want to see one, you might not ever see mine in action. There's actually like a soccer field by my house at the high school, but it's like 4 or 5 or 6 soccer fields, I think. It's pretty big. And I've considered taking it there just to like run on the whatever that surface is. It's like an AstroTurf kind of a surface, you know, so it's not dirty and you know, you're not going to muck it all up. Gabriel, I think he's gone already. I think he's gone, but he took his and like he ran it, man. Ran it, got it all dirty and everything. I couldn't believe it. It was just like blasphemous. But look at this thing. Oh, it's so nice. And then the wheels, like if you guys haven't seen these before, but these cam locks, these are actually functional. And it's really funny because it says cam lock on it. And to undo these wheels, you lift these up like that. And then you use those as kind of like leverage to unscrew it. And so there's no like, you know, M4 nylock nut. This is that's your wheel nut. And then your wheel comes off. Still has a 12 mil hex behind there, which is cool. This is a Riri, mind you, but it's just such a cool design element that you don't see, that obviously is not the best design because you could break those little arms very easily, those little cams, but just, man, how cool do they look? Living the shelf life can be sad. A YZ10 for 10. I see YZ10s are on sale everywhere right now. I want to say I saw them on sale in Canada for $300, or maybe it was 400. Either way, hugely discounted, but still, I don't know. I don't have the love for the YZ10. I just don't. It's cool. If I had money to burn, I'd be all over it. But for that kind of fundage, I'd go elsewhere myself. But and since we're on the subject and it came up, the Egress. So they finally figured out the suspension on it. That's a much better working suspension. And the nice big high cap dampers on there. These are such a nice color. Man, they did such a great job with this. Same thing, all this carbon fiber. Oof. What's that? Was that for me, Shannon, for Phil too? What's that? Top Force. When they made the green Avante recently, did they cheat out on anything? The green Avante. Oh yeah, there was a green one. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. We'll get a weird servo in here. But yeah, pretty much the same idea, just a little, I mean, it's lighter. It's got less of those chunky metal materials in here. But just another beautiful car to look at. Like, it's just friggin' stunning. I can't get enough of these. As a kid, these were like so far, it's way out of my price point. It's something that would never come to my house. So it's kind of cool to have them now as an adult, and maybe I covet them a little too much. I really should go out and get them dirty sometime, but maybe, who knows? Did you buy your Avante? Yes, I did. I don't do a lot of used RCs because I don't like working on RC cars that much. I don't mind it, but I love building. I don't love fixing. So I'd rather build it from new, know exactly how everything works. Yeah, it's kind of my approach to things. Yep. The Avante is pretty. Shelf queen still need to be stretched legs. Yeah, you're right. Mark Bryan. Is that Mark Bryan right there, everybody? Oh my gosh, it is. Hello, Mr. Bryan. How the heck you doing? Live stream when I'm awake. Woohoo! Kane stuff. Oh man, you're always in like the weirdest parts of the world. We are good, my friend. That's good, buddy. I don't know what we're doing today, Mark. We're just we've been going for a while. It's almost like 3 hours now. Gotta probably tap out here pretty soon, to be honest. I'm getting hungry. The Tamco one to get the custom sticker sheet plus green. Oh, that's the one you're talking about. Yes. A poor man's Egress. What was that expensive to me? A buggy you sent my local hobby shop. A poor man's Egress? I think we might be talking about the Manta Ray, which is a poor man's Top Force. Yeah, I guess so, buddy. It's what, 12? You're 8 hours ahead of me, aren't you? It's 12:15 over there. Mark, we're having a proper pint this time, though, buddy. There it is. Cheers, my man. Some sort of buggy something. It wasn't the Manta Ray? Oh yeah, the VQS. Yeah, that's probably it. That makes sense. You guys are on it. I've been drinking. So don't look at me for answers. What's this radio for? Fly Sky. Ooh, I think that's for the Arctos. Put that back in there. Yep. Well, I think it might be time to shut her down, boys. I'm getting hungry. It's been about 3 hours, 3.5 hours in total between two live streams, one that went sideways. I'm hungover at 7:15. Attaboy. Did you have a late night last night? 7:15 a.m. Yeah, it's only 4. It's 4:15 here, p.m. So my day's just getting started. Good price. I think the VQS is a good buggy. I've never owned one, so you guys out there that own one that can tell Shannon better, maybe dive in. But Max Paul, thanks for hanging out, buddy. We'll do a slow wind down here. Yeah, you too, man. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, man. Chris, I was thinking of you, buddy. I was like, hope you can jump on this one. I didn't know if I was going to have a chance to do it or not, so I didn't promote it, but I'm glad you're able to make it, buddy. So thanks for hanging out. BQS is a bathtub of grass. There we go. CVA shocks. Posted pics of my Jack and Coke cans. My DT 3. Oh, don't feel bad about that, man. Throw the Jack and Coke in there. Who cares? I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing better than sitting down, putting on some tunes, having a few drinks, and building something or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we all do it. Maybe not all of us, but a lot of us do it. So that's why I wanted to kind of have a bit of a later one here so I could have a beer with you guys. The other Andy Hall, yes, you got it, buddy. MB01 and BT01 are the 2026 SRC cars. It is official as of this moment, 100%. All right, take care, Chris. Guys, I'm going to sign off as well. Mark, sorry to bail out as soon as you got here. We were talking smack about you the whole time, and I just can't deal. I can't look you in the eye right now. Yeah, Metallica, adult, Bev, and a build. Totally. I still start most of my builds with Injustice for All or Euthanasia by Megadeth. They just take me back. Yeah, I'm tired. I need something to eat. I've had 3 IPAs and 3.5 hours of playing with toy cars. Got to stretch my legs a little bit, get some food in my belly. So anyway, thank you all again so much for coming on. Yeah, you guys rock. We'll do it again. I don't know, next time we do it. Until then, be excellent to each other.